This is Justin from GeneralsJoes.com. I'm back again with a part 2 of my look at MP-27 Takara Tomi's Ironhide Masterpiece Transformers action figure. I showed you the car mode, his box, and some of the accessories he came with in part 1. Part 2 is going to look at transforming Ironhide. I decided to break my videos down into 3 smaller chunks just because they were ending up 35, 40, 50 minutes long, which is a little ridiculous. I don't even want to listen to my voice for 45 minutes. I don't imagine any of you do either. But so we're going to get started on transforming Ironhide here. And I'm really interested to see how this turns out, just because the van is, it's not huge. It's pretty small. So it'd be really neat to kind of see how it evolves into one of the larger size Masterpiece Autobot robots in the line. So the first step is to take the back half like that. And then these side panels flip out, all in one piece, windows and all. And they actually flip all the way around to the top here. You can kind of see the hints of some arm action going on there already. And then once that happens, you kind of take this top and you flip it down like that. You can see his Ironhide head in there, which is kind of a neat little reveal. And now this next part looks a little bit complicated. You have to kind of pull this, tilt this down, pull it forward, and push it back in so it's kind of snug. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. There you go. And this, actually, see, I already blew that, because the trick is it's got to kind of fold down around these windows, like so. See, so it covers up those angular side windows, kind of like that. Okay, did you follow all that? A little bit tricky. We've got these little side windows that his kind of back, the back roof has to kind of slide forward, go down, and then this little joint kind of folds down as it shoves in, and it's got to shove in outside of those little triangular windows or it won't quite rest right. So that's essentially how that's got to work out. And then you go on the bottom here, and these tires on the bottom have to kind of fold out before they can fold in. They've got double hinges here, so they got to extend a little bit, and then you fold them in like that. And then we've got this little panel that kind of folds around and blocks it so you can't even see those tires in there, hides those little unsightly Goodyears. Kind of a neat touch. And then the door up here swings open and folds down and hides that kibble back there. Makes his legs look a little bit more solid. And then you actually pull apart the legs, like so. You're following me so far. You gotta pull the legs down just a little, just one click to extend them, gives them a little bit more range of motion in the knee joint. Works out pretty well. And then you can swivel the legs around, so you actually start forming more cartoon accurate legs. And of course the feet down here the feet themselves have to rotate, so they actually look like feet. There you go, big blocky feet in the back. There's little chrome bumpers back here that actually rotate back as well to give them a little added stability, to make like little heels. You can see those. You got to make sure you get that done as well. And then looking at the front of the van, these little side panels where the tires are pull out slightly, like that. You can see those are now pulled out a little bit. And now you can swing the legs down. You can see he's kind of starting to turn into something here. Starting to turn into like a huge Ironhide cobbled together monstrosity with his old vintage face kind of right at his crotchal area there, which is a nice little touch. It won't last that way for long, don't worry. So now you rotate these up like this. Forms little hip bones. And commence ass cheek assembly. All right. I just had my thumbs all over Ironhide's ass. He's got some little slots right down in there and tabs on the end, so his butt cheeks tab right in there nicely. Nothing worse than having butt cheeks that don't tab in. All right, and that little bumper comes out. I almost want to call that his codpiece because it looks like his codpiece, but then once you do a little bit more transforming, it's no longer his codpiece. So I guess we'll call it like a codpiece in training. So then you take this and move it up. There's some hinges here that should make this very easy when you're not a clutter bug like I am. Oh, here's my problem. His real codpiece was hanging things up, so it kind of rotates, or not rotates, it just kind of lifts up like that. There's some slots in there and matching tabs that tab that in. Now we're starting to look a little bit better, right? Starting to look a little bit more Ironhide-y. Ironhide-y, that's the Swedish version of Ironhide, I guess. All right. His shoulder's going to tab up like that. And then when I say tab up, there's little slots here, little tabs here. You can connect those there to keep them solid. And then they rotate down just like that. We shall call you stubby arms. Smile for the camera there, Ironhide. There we go. We're getting somewhere, we're getting somewhere. And then you have, of course, his trusty arms. Unfold that panel. Fold this out. Fold up that side panel first, so they lock in there. And swing that fist around. And now you repeat the same motion over here. This hinge kind of like folds out like that. Put that side panel up first, because that's where the tab is. Swing his hand out, tab that in, put his hand, rotate his hand right. Make sure Ironhide's face doesn't fall off. That would be embarrassing. Okay, and you know what? That's just about it. We've also got these little winglets here that got to fold back down and kind of lock things together up there. But essentially, that is your finished Ironhide. Transformation is actually pretty straightforward. I followed the instructions, yes, like I did with Trax and with Prime. I really struggled with some others. Ironhide, I was able to I don't know if it's because I had more practice with the other masterpieces that I've checked out, but I was able to transform Ironhide pretty easily, pretty quickly. And obviously I'll be covering his robot mode in greater detail in part 3 of this video series, but I just kind of wanted to give you an overview of how the transformation works. All the joints fit well. The ratchet joints ratchet properly. All the little tabs and stuff fit together nicely. It's a really pretty straightforward, sublime transformation process that was actually enjoyable. You know, if you had asked me to retransform Trax after I had struggled through that, I would have said, hell no. This guy, I don't think I have really a problem with. He is a really, really nice transformation, really effective one. A fun one to do. You know, you kind of see that small little van, which is about this big, that somehow unfolds into one of the bigger robots out there. So stay tuned, and again, if you like this, please subscribe or throw the video a like, or if you didn't like it, let me know why down in the comments, or give me some positive reinforcement in the comments as well. I will take that too. Part 3 will take a look at the robot mode, and that'll be coming up. This is Justin from GeneralsJoes.com. Thank you very much for watching.